From St. Colby to St. Augustine, the election of Pope Leo has sparked renewed interest in the Augustinian order. Who are the Augustinians? And their namesake, St. Augustine of Hippo. Reporter Julia Convery has more on their founder and his pro-life legacy.
La vostra presenza oggi è per me.
No one is exempted from striving to ensure respect for the dignity of every person, especially the most frail and vulnerable, from the unborn to the elderly.
E ogni singola persona di questa terra.
Pope Leo XIV's words to the diplomatic corps, defending life in the early days of his pontificate. An Augustinian friar turned pope, whose defense of life doesn't just come from leading the Catholic Church, but also has its roots in his Augustinian order. Augustinians follow the Rule of St. Augustine, a rule written by St. Augustine of Hippo, a bishop and doctor of the Church. His writings fought various heresies in the early days of the Church and included a defense of the dignity of life.
Augustine himself was opposed to abortion for a number of different reasons. The first, it was such an egregious violation of the dignity of the human person, of the most vulnerable, of the weakest, but also its devastating impact on marriage, on the unitive and procreative aspects of the marriage, of the fruits of marriage itself. And so from that standpoint, he stands as one of the great champions in the ancient world for the sanctity of life and the defense of life.
What is lesser known about this father of the Church is that he also was a biological father, raising a son and eventually converting to Christianity with him. The Rule of St. Augustine also included an emphasis on serving the common good, devoting oneself to one's community with love. This rule has carried through the early stages of the Church to the present day, the most recent display of the Augustinian defense of life seen in Pope Leo XIV, who previously served as the prior general of the Augustinians. His brother Augustinians are a registered nonprofit with the United Nations, running programs internationally that serve the underprivileged, a few run in the United States. John Green is the executive director of the Augustinian Defenders of the Rights of the Poor, or ADROP, which serves hundreds in the community of Philadelphia. Whether it be healthcare clinics, English classes, or criminal justice reform, he says protecting human dignity is at the heart of what they do.
Being able to create spaces where people feel cared for and loved and supported and served, whether or not their beliefs are mine or yours, we want everyone to have the best life that they can under the umbrella of the God that loves them.
Meanwhile, just across the border with Mexico, another ministry of Augustinians serves orphans, affirming life by offering children a loving place to call home.
It's an expression of the love for the love of God, individually, but also communally. We support each other, we work together to build the kingdom, to build the city of God, if you will, in caring for the most vulnerable among us.
Hogar Infantil serves about 30 children at a time, providing for their needs until they are adopted or reunited with their families. Augustinian-run schools in the U.S. support both the orphanage and ADROP, raising funds or volunteering their time, affirming life across borders and generations. Pope Leo places the work of the Augustinians on a world stage, which begs the question, how will his Augustinian heart come to light in his papacy?
The Augustinians, throughout the long history of the Augustinian tradition, have served the poor with such enthusiasm and such deep care. And it's certainly something that Pope Leo XIV has demonstrated throughout his life as a missionary in Peru, as the head of the Augustinians in promoting the pro-life cause in all possible ways.
But I do think that there's going to be this encouragement of him for us to listen to each other, to respect each other, to respect each other's dignity, and to act out of that deep respect and that deep listening to each other.
Julia Convery, EWTN Pro-Life Weekly.